It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and there he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skilled by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullet is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Gonzalo running the floor.
Still leading the way with Canada in there too with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden Barrett and an early touch and an excellent.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello, viewers out there. You're welcome once again to Sports Orbit. My name is Alpha Achu. Salif Usman is right here with me. Salifu, welcome once again to Sports Orbit.
Thank you, Alpha. It's always a pleasure.
Right, on today's edition of Sports Orbit, we'll begin straight from the NFF, where, according to current, or should I call him outgoing president of the NFF, Amaju Pinnick, he has disclosed that some sports-loving Nigerians are actually mounting pressure on him to seek for a third term as the president of the Federation. Pinnick, who doubles as a member of the FIFA Council representing Anglophone countries, as well as member of the Confederation of African Executive Committee, said he has received a lot of requests asking him to seek re-election. He said, "I had initially decided not to vie, but I have been receiving several calls from very influential Nigerians as well as genuine lovers of the sport, urging me to seek another term. It is within the law and I will decide about it when the right time comes," he said, and added, "I'm yet to talk to my family about my business associates though, but their voices wanting me to continue." Pinnick, who took over the leadership of Nigerian football from Aminu Megeri in 2014, is the only person to have served the federation for more than a single term and is currently serving the final days of his second term in office. Like we've said several times, when it comes to this Pinnick issue, we said there's no smoke without fire. Earlier in the year, when this story broke out, he came out severally to deny. He said no, he wants to spend time for his family. Not like if he wants to contest for a third time, he can't because the law allows him. Another time, someone came out and said no, ex-footballers should not even think about vying for the seat. Exactly. So it's more like the hand of
only meant to push.
Exactly. So now he's now saying people are actually putting pressure on him to go for a third term.
Alpha, from your intros and what you rightly said is that sometimes people urging you to continue when they see you that you are doing well.
Yeah.
But in this case, if truly Pinnick is saying that people are urging him to continue, that should be from the selfish individual. Not, I disagree with the words genuine lovers of football.
Yeah.
There's no any genuine lover of football or in Nigeria who is genuinely interested in the development of Nigerian football, who still want this current dwindle of our football, this current predicament of the situation we are in the football to continue. Pinnick, just like you started to say, Pinnick took over as the president of Nigerian football in 2014. And as at that 2014, Nigeria was the African champion. Yeah. For 2 consecutive after as African champion, we couldn't go to defend the title because we didn't qualify under Pinnick. Then for 2 consecutive African Cup of Nations after we won it 2013 under Amaju Pinnick, we failed to qualify for it. And when we finally managed to qualify in 2019, where did we finish? We finished as a second runner-up. And then the last one also we were cheated out in the round of 16. Coming then, the Pinnick also inherited African Super Falcon as a dominant force in African football. Today, that cannot be said of Super Falcons. Coming to on Fly Eagles, we used to dominate the youth half of that 20 championship. Under Pinnick, the same story cannot be said. So, and the person is telling us that our league, we used to have at least at the start 2014 during the Amaju Pinnick, during the era of the Musani Lulu and the Megeri, at least Nigeria club representative in the CAF Champions League. We won the CAF Champions League. We will definitely get at least to the quarter final. There was even a time we even have 3 Nigerian clubs in the semi-final of the. We have two of the Nigerian clubs we went to the semi-final, and also have the club in the cup. We have club both Enyiba and Kanopla were in the semi-final, and at the same time, even in the Confederation Cup, we also have the club in the semi-final. But today, the Nigerian club representative cannot even go beyond the preliminary round of the cup competition. So Pinnick should come and tell us in what has he done, what has improvement, what legacy has he brought to Nigerian football. The only legacy Pinnick has brought is his surface improvement. Pinnick keep on rising, and that's why he's growing. Yes, we congratulate him. And it's not the thing to have him as a member of FIFA Cup. Yes, but what he has done so far is Pinnick has used Nigerian football to build himself, not to build Nigerian football. And I think wherever voice, anywhere that voice is coming from, or Pinnick, I think Pinnick is dreaming, and maybe you should think where that voice is coming from. It should be a witchcraft behind him. Nobody, I repeat, nobody, no Nigerian football, no anybody genuinely loves Nigerian football will be interested for Pinnick to continue.
Right,
He has tried his best, and he has tried his best to go and face his family issue.
Still along the lines of the NFF, where former Minister of Sports, that's Balaji Abdullahi, said that the problem of the NFF is getting immediate results and not development of the game. According to him, he said the problem of the NFF is that they are too focused on getting immediate results rather than strengthening the institutions that will ensure total development of the game from the grassroots. Abdullahi, who was Minister of Sports when the Super Eagles won the 2013 Nations Cup, 19 years after doing the same, said that the fact that it took the nation that long to win it again was a reflection of total neglect of the development of football in Nigeria. He said, we won the Nations Cup in 1994, and why didn't we win it in the following edition? Waiting for another 19 years to do so was not good enough. And again, how we won the AFCON in 2013 is a story for another day. I mean, clearly, I quite agree with him. A lot of people seeking for the NFF position, even the NFF as a body itself, because you look at the state of football in Nigeria, what development programs are you say, especially under this Amaju Pinnick, you say the NFF has come up with? Like you said, their focus is mainly, let's get to this competition and see how we can win it. Because you can talk about youth development and all of that. The NFF is completely nowhere to be found. And the former minister just said it rightly.
Yeah, quite agree with Bolaji. He has hit the nail on the head, and that is what the situation we find ourselves. And apart from even the Nigerian Football Federation, all cuts across in all the country. For instance, those managers have turned themselves to a mafia that it must be there. Okay, I can give you several scenarios at the state level. Even the FA at the state level, what are they doing? Nothing. There are several FA chairmen who have been there for 3 decades. For instance, Amaju Pinnick of Imo State FA has been there since I was born.
Forever, yeah.
He has been there since I was born as the FA chairman, and today he's still there. Several players who are playing today still there as FA chairman. And if you ask, what is the development of football coming from there? Nothing. Yeah. The FA chairman in Abia, the same thing. He has been there for years. As I took him to even the man is at his 70, but still he's still the FA chairman of Abia State. Several, it cut across all the new countries. You go to Niger, the same thing. You go to Plateau, were able to change their own because of this some scenario that happened. But the man who is there has already been there for 10 years. But the minimum, somebody has been at the saddle for 20 years, and you ask what is its impact? Nothing, but because they have turned themselves to a clique and a mafia, nobody can remove it. And that is why we are in a country, the genuine stakeholder of football are football player, the sport writers, the football writers, the referee, and then the club owners. But here in Nigerian football, if you are going for election, the player have no say who emerge as the president of Nigeria Football Federation. The referee have no say who emerge as the player of the Nigeria Football. All stakeholders have no say. It's just that the 16th FA are few.
And these are people Pinnick are banking on to ensure that he gets better.
Yeah, that's what I'm banking on. And that is why we are urging the sport minister to insist that the new sport reform. Master plan report that has been already been submitted should be that report, that committee should be implemented if we must make a change. But if we insist that this status quo Pinnick, you know where he's coming from, Pinnick will still emerge because he know he can easily have his way within the rank of the state FA. Even though those ones that they say there's some FA that divided, you just forget it. In a week to the election, by the time they call themselves to the meeting and settle everything within, settle themselves within themselves, everything to be cost of it to ride on. So, and from Bolaji to that's why Bolaji, everybody is angry. And if you look at the whole nation, everybody who are genuinely love football are angry about the institution. We can't, a country that over 200 million, we struggle to compete even against African opponents.
Yes, that situation. Anyway, away from that, but still on to football, where, like we told you yesterday, the Under-20 Women's World Cup has already, I think, said to begin the Falconets. It's called the Super Falcons. Let's hope.
They are potential Super Falcons.
Yeah, we'll have their first game early hours of actually Friday morning, because that match comes up around 12 a.m. And of course, Falconets midfielder Deborah Abiodun says the team is ready to battle to win a first FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Costa Rica. The coach, Chris Danjuma's side, will face France, Korea Republic, and Canada in Group C in the competition. Previously, the Falconets have been runner-up twice in the competition and made it to the semi-final once. I mean, yesterday, even the coach, Chris Danjuma, has come out to say that, they are going all out to ensure that they do the nation proud. And here, one of their stars, Deborah Abiodun, is also towing, in the same line with Chris Danjuma, the coach, to say that, look, we are going for this competition to ensure that we bring the trophy back to Nigeria this time around.
Well, I share in their confidence, and I believe that it is good that they're so sounded by the confidence, and we believe that they will live up to the expectation. Yes, the preparations toward this may not be as effective as we want, but we hope that Christopher Danjuma is coaching crew, and even the players. But the most important thing about Nigeria team, and what they are always going for us, is that the players themselves are determined to achieve. So that self-determination, I believe that self-determination may propel us to success. That's the only thing I can say.
All right, from this point, we'll go on a quick break and then we'll come back. Sport Orbit continues. Stay with us.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Welcome back from that break. You're still on to Sports Orbit now. To a bit of some transfer news where reports say that a section of Chelsea supporters base has urged Super Eagles forward Victor Osimhen to quit Napoli and move to Stamford Bridge following the exit of German international Timo Werner. He actually returned to RB Leipzig, where he was actually bought from, but has made a return back to the Bundesliga side. And as it stands now, Chelsea are currently without, a recognized striker in their ranks currently, and a section of the Blues fans feel that Nigeria's Osimhen should be the right person to come back and lead that line of attack for Chelsea moving forward.
Well, I think yes, the fans have made their voice, and it's left for the coach Thomas Tuchel to decide whether Osimhen fit into his plan. And if you ask me, if it can see through to be a very good move for Osimhen, if Tuchel see him as a worthy replacement for his attacking lineup, but several strikers have also been named. Yesterday we have Aubameyang, even the Jews and several other men. Even remember this guy, Tammy Abraham. Remember, he's still a Chelsea player who has been loaned to Roma.
No, he's only his.
Permanent.
Okay,
permanent. Okay. Yeah. Now I also heard that even the Test want to have him back. I think that is possible. But what the problem is that Chelsea are in desperate shape for a recognized strikers, and the league has already kicked off, so they are running out of time. Very soon, at the end of this month, the transfer window closed. So they have less than 20 days now to get a striker before the transfer market closes. So, and if Napoli are still holding on to Osimhen, despite several clubs have making interest, head of Arsenal, head of Man, have several in Newcastle, several clubs have making inquiring about Osimhen. But the Napoli said that no offer has been put on the table for the players from any club, but many people are making inquiry. If Chelsea are really interested about him, let's see how he's going to be, and we hope that but to me, in my personal opinion, if it scales through, but the fact that it's coming from the fans, we can't say much about it until we heard from the real from that is supposed to decide.
Yeah, I mean, one of the issues with Osimhen truly is, apart from the fact that a lot of clubs want him, the asking fee is quite huge. So, I mean, any serious club by now, if they really wanted, would have made a bid, but nobody is willing to spend at least 100 million euros at this point in time. A lot of clubs are finding ways of see how they can manage the little funds they have.
You can see what Barcelona is already
exactly.
After the transfer enforcement, they have already entered another club again. Now that's why the idea of letting Aubameyang will be very welcome one for them.
Exactly.
And Napoli deliberately put that price
just to scare people away. Exactly. Yeah. Away from that now to some Commonwealth Games news now, where the sports ministry we heard has paid the likes of Amuson, Bruno, and others their bonuses for their success at the games. Athletes who won gold medals received $5,000, silver medalists $3,000, while bronze medalists got $2,000. And athletes who represent Nigeria in the 4x100 meters relay received $15,000 for the team. So I think, the minister also said that the camping allowance and all of that, every bonus, camping allowance, all of that has been paid. So if this news is, exactly what it is, I think it's a welcome development.
Yeah, welcome development, and I think the news is true because that has been since the start of this game. Tokyo Musa is a promise, and the 4x4 relay, and the last set of gold medalists that won a gold medal, they won their gold medal to the last day of the competition. So those who won the gold medal earlier get their money earlier. This is the third set now that they have been paid for this one. The first set were led by Tijani Yusufu, who won the gold medal, the weightlifting athlete who won the gold medal, then followed by the wrestler who also won the gold medal. Then now the athletic who at the last batch of the who won the gold medal, and their opponent has been just like you, right? You have rightly said that. But that is quite a good one. And like we say earlier in one of our issues here, that I believe that that payment at the point at the game really motivate the players, the athletes to go all out. Because when you are at the camp with your colleagues and your colleague did well and it's being appreciated instantly, that will keep you an edge that I can't allow this to slip off my finger. I'm here. I have to share from the money. And that is a good one. And I believe this kind of program, this kind of gesture should continue. A situation whereby athlete went to compete and he has to come and begin to fight. Even so even have to go to media. Correct and just cry loud before he being to appreciated. It's not good for this country. This new model that has been adopted by the Minister of Finance should be sustained.
Completely agree with you, because those days when athletes go for events and competitions and they come back and they have to protest and go on social media to cry before their. I think this should continue, and we hope that.
And if you remember the basketball, exactly. Their issue is still pending up to today.
Exactly. So we hope that this should also be extended to other sports who haven't been paid or who are still having pending issues. Away from that now to some other matters where former NFF president San Lulu has advised leadership of the Nation League One to allow the appeals committee of the NFF to decide on the petition of his club Fosla FC before going ahead with the Division 1 group playoff. I think according to him, he said a player who he nurtured from JS1 University and the player was eventually registered by Police FC with a fictitious clearance from an academy claiming that they trained the boy when he was 6 years old. Said our petition was thrown away by the NOL disciplinary committee. Lulu expressed confidence on the ability of the NFF to take good decisions to right the wrong and encourage private and passionate individuals like him to continue to invest in the development of the game in the country. So there's always one issue or another when it comes to local football here in
local
Nigeria.
Football, and at the same time, the attitudes of the organizers or who do the authorities towards the private owned club is not quite encouraging at all. You can name several private clubs who have already up to date because of the malpractice, because of the malpractice or corruption that has been embedded in our football. Fosla Academy is one of the recognized football academy, if not one of the best football academy we have at the moment. It's the only academy that combines education with football, and everybody knows. Not most of the academy we have in the country at the moment are just academy without any structures. You just hear their name on the paper. No, some of them don't even have a training pitch. All they have, if early morning, if you went to the National Stadium, you can cut more than 5 to 6 who claim to say they are football academy, all training within the National Stadium speech. Academics supposed to be well established on they have your structure and everything. It's steady. Most of them, but first line is what if you go to Keroshi, they have their structure, football pitch, and it's an institution for schools. And they plan at the moment. Most of the graduates of that school, if they graduate from at the moment, the school stop at the secondary school. They don't have the university yet, but the university is in the pipeline. Once they are planning towards it, but the graduates of the school from that academy, all of them were taken to the Kefi State University because they have a partnership with the Kefi University, and that's where they school. And according to your statement, the player in question that is coming to Bashi was a product of that academy that grown up from primary to the secondary level that and graduated from that, and then went on the scholarship of the school, the club of that academy to university in Kefi, but only for that clause declare to be registered by another club without any proper negotiation from the parent. And the club, this person are claiming that they got the player from another academy. According to the first class, say the academy it's not existing. But it's left for the appeal committee of NFF to look into the details of it and decide appropriately.
To some other football matters where Super Falcons forward assistant Oshola has backed the team to emerge victorious at the 2023 Women's World Cup in New Zealand and Australia. According to her, she said The World Cup is the next big tournament for us. Obviously, I couldn't participate in the latter stages of WAFCON because I'm currently injured, but I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. I really want to be out there. I want to see the atmosphere at the World Cup. It's always beautiful to be there as it's a global tournament and every player wants to participate in that. She said results are decided on the pitch and we have got good teams coming from Africa who said we can't win it. Everyone expected Nigeria to win the WAFCON, but we're beaten and had to contest the match for third place. Football is a game of luck sometimes. For me, trying to win the World Cup, is that not stretching the luck a bit too far?
That's stretching the luck too far. That's a tough one.
Yeah.
What? There's nothing is impossible. Everything is nothing is impossible. Let's hope that if they can be able to put their hands together, but to win the World Cup, that is a very tough dream. But it's not out of dream. It's possible. It's good to be ambitious.
Yeah, completely. I told you yesterday that the Super Cup went down yesterday, and of course it was Madrid against Europa Cup winners Eintracht Frankfurt, but this time around, the Madrid side were victorious as goals from David Alaba and Karim Benzema ensured that they won 2-0 and won the Super Cup once again. So for Madrid, first trophy of the season already in the bag.
Karim Benzema.
Yeah.
Yes, congratulations to Madrid. It's expected. Putting side by side, you definitely have to put your money on Madrid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course, for someone like Rudiger, who also made the switch to Madrid from Chelsea.
Yes.
I think
he has the first medal on his neck.
Yes, so fantastic one. Anyway, to some boxing news before we leave the studio, where we called that Tyson Fury after the last fight against Dillian White said that he was going to, hang his gloves. But he has come out to say that he's ready to fight for a third time with fellow Briton Derek Chisora, effectively announcing a return back to the ring. Fury said after his win over his WBC title in London that he was retiring from the sport. However, he has seemed to have changed his mind after he posted a video on social media announcing he intended to come back. Well, for Fury, this won't be the first or second time. The first time he won the championship, the heavyweight boxing. After that, he had some mental issues and he had to relinquish the belt and said he was retiring. But he had to battle through all that and still got back to the ring and reclaim all of his belts. After saying he's retiring, now he's back to say, look, I think I still have something to offer to the sport one more time.
And definitely has to, and that's also sharing this for our owner, Tony Joshua, who is looking towards all British battle against Tyson Fury. If he regain his title, his belt. So that is a good one. And then Tyson Fury is a delight to watch. And just like he still has something to give to the person. A lot of people saw where he say he called for the time where he also maybe he was scaring of a potential fight with Anthony Joshua. And even Anthony Joshua also came to say, but now that he's back, I think Anthony Joshua need to be all now and ensure that he regain his belt and have that dream fight with Tyson Fury.
All right. We hope Tyson Fury makes a return, and the Joshua fight is also fast approaching, and we hope, Joshua will be able to, get his pound of flesh back and set up that all-important fight with Tyson Fury. Anyway, that's where we draw the curtain on today's episode of Sports Updates. Salifo, thank you once again for being in the studio.
Thank you.
Right, tomorrow is another day. I'm sure by the time we bring you this episode tomorrow, the Falconets must have played their first game and we'll be here to give you the result. Don't forget, tomorrow also give you the preview of match week 2 of the EPL and other exciting stories. That's all we can give you today. My name is Afa Acho. Stay safe out there, and it's bye-bye from here.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.